Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertaining? So time comes to y'all with another video, and we talking Dollhouse. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what y'all think about this video. So the episode starts off with Joyce and Swayana fighting. So first of all, now this TV, when y'all letting these girls phase for rounds and rounds, right? Can y'all at least clear the way? Clear the way, like the runway. Like literally, like they could have just moved the couch so that way what happened didn't happen. Because Swayana ends up hitting her head in the back of the couch and ends up getting knocked out. I told y'all, for y'all that was in the trailer, say, oh, Joyce knocked her out. No, she didn't. You could clearly see she fell before Joyce could, like, she was doing this. So it's not like she said, bow, and then just like knocked her out cold. Like, no, you could tell she literally hit her head in the back of something. And that's why she was on the floor like that. So she's sitting there on the floor, y'all. I heard that's how they had my bitch LCK from Zimbabwe. I said, oh my God, LC! So we might get a repeat of that at the reunion, just to give y'all a little spoiler. So, you know, just to give y'all a heads up. So they had her there. Tatas is just out, okay? Thank God she was smart enough to put like pasties on top of it, or else her tatas would just be exposed for the world to see and to consume. But she's just sitting there like, and security starts like, medic, 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 medic. Joyce is like, bitch, you better die. Like, on my dead. Like, bitch, you dead. You dead. Okay, she's talking her stuff on the sideline, which I'm like, Joyce, girl, this may not be the time. Because if she were to pass away, nowthatstv will not be liable. Did you not read your contract? I mean, you would be the one getting the charges pressed against you, or you would be the one behind bars. It would not be Mr. Tilo. Like, I hope they know that, because I heard on the contracts, like, they not, because Ivory has said this numerous times. If something were to happen, you know, and somebody gets really injured, they are like, you know, it is what it is. It don't got nothing to really do with them. You know what I'm saying? So they pulling her away, they get her water and stuff. She's like, oh, stop. But she seemed like she was still coherent because they were able to resuscitate her. Okay, they didn't have to and for her to be like, okay, and Tata's popping up, and for her to, you know, wake up. You know, she was able to kind of wake up on her own. And then it kind of ended there. All the girls are still mad at Joyce, though. They still trying to get at her. Pookie's trying to yell at Joyce. My whole thing is this. This is why this season kind of irritated me. It's not fair that y'all letting Joyce fight certain people. I don't like that. Let's say, okay, for y'all that agree that she's entertaining and, you know, she's bringing stuff to the show, bringing drama to the show. Okay, cool. But don't allow her to pick and choose who to do battles with. That is not fair. That's what irritated me, because I'm like, what the hell? Like, she's able to do that and talk about, oh, Michaela, go fight her, go shoot the fade, okay? Like, no, that's not, to me, that I don't think that's fair at all. She even tries to get poor little London. Poor little London said, y'all know London don't fight. She started running around the corner after Joyce tries to get her. And this the thing, y'all be saying Dolly and Rolly look like Michael Myers. Joyce is the real Michael Myers. I'm sorry. Okay, Michael. what that bitch, Jenny from the block said, she said, okay, Michael, like, not gonna lie, that's the real Michael. Okay, Halloween is coming up, y'all. That's the real Michael. So after the fight, the day after, I think it's the day of, let me stop saying the day after. They end up going to the museum, and they take pictures, they do content, whatever, and then they all sit down and start talking. So Joyce starts basically saying how she doesn't think Michaela fought, she doesn't think Pookie fought persuasion. Pookie fought Michaela for persuasion. She feels as if she fought her because, you know, Michaela wanted that and they call her out. I kind of agree with Joyce, I'm not gonna lie, because that's kind of how I remembered it. Just a little bit, okay? And y'all know I don't be agreeing with Joyce a lot, but that's kind of how I remember it, because maybe I need to go back and watch, because I remember when she called her out and they were like, Pookie, Pookie, and then she came down the stairs. Y'all remember? I thought it was because of that, but hey, maybe, you know, I might be wrong. Y'all always correct me in the comments anyways. So then Isaiah basically started saying how, you know, and by the way, persuasion, you need to get Joyce. I'm sorry. She be trying you a little bit too much. She talked to you like you're her daughter. Like she little girls her. I don't like that. Like it'd be irritating me a little bit. Like she looks down on you. Like you're lower than her. Like I kind of peep the way she talks to her, and I don't like that. But anyways, Isaiah starts talking about how this show is gonna make a big impact. He feels as if it's the first time that we've seen a whole bunch of trans girls in one show, so on and so forth. My whole thing is I would have been able to agree with Isaiah, but it's like if we're gonna be honest, a lot of the episodes y'all was just really fighting. Like we didn't get to know the girls individually unless you keep up with them online. Like if you watch like Shabrika's podcast, yeah, no, I ain't no hater. Like if you watch his platform, you kind of get to know the girls a little bit deeper. Besides that, on the show though, we just seen a whole bunch of squabbles. Now I don't know if this is not a TV fault or the editing, because that's mostly what we saw. I've seen some of the girls basically say that some of the stuff that they did or talked about, it wasn't shown on the show. So I don't know if it was cut out just due to time purposes. But the thing is, with Now That's TV, it's the audience likes to see squabbles. So it's like they kind of damned if they do, damned if they didn't. So I guess we could kind of chalk it up to that. So I didn't really agree with when Isaiah said it because I'm like, if you ain't keeping up online, you don't really like you're not really keeping up. Like you're not really getting to know the girls on the show, except for a few of them. Like I feel like the girls we got to really know on the show is like um Akasha, JB's, Joyce, who else? Jaylani, Kenzie, a little bit of Michaela, but not really. But those were like the main ones that I feel like I know by the end of the season. Like I know who kind of like they are just off the show. I ain't even talking about like on the online tip. So Isaiah feels really happy. He's really proud of the show, whatever. And the girls are all agreeing. So then Miss Sapphire, who I'm gonna keep saying, the girl, go back to the academy. Like, what's going on with the academy? Did you give up to be the dollhouse therapist? Like, what's up with that? Like the fuck? And also, what the hell happened to the therapist? Remember the first episode they sat with what's her name? I forgot her name. When they sat with her and they started talking about their lives and stuff. What happened to that? Like, did she like go home? I will say though, not as TV, y'all did y'all big one because y'all did it before Zeus could even think of doing it. So clock that. Now, this scene was funny because thank you, Now That's TV, for including that in there. Whoever's editing this season, thank you for leaving that in there. Because if somebody left that out and we never saw this, I would have gagged. Because there's been rumors this whole season that Michaela and Joyce, and I think they kind of confirmed it too. Who knows, right? That Joyce and Michaela were kitty clicking. Okay, so Joyce and Michaela finally have a conversation. So here go Michaela. He's like, like I've been like feeling you a little bit, and like the way that you like I don't know how to feel. Like I never liked the girl before. Like I never liked the girl. And then here go Joyce. Well, like like I don't date girls, but like I only date like butch queens and like niggas. Like I don't know, like I ain't jacking that, but like Michaela, nobody really like stood up for me and never like wrote for me like you did. So like I really fuck with that. Like, that's what's up. And like, yeah. So here go Michaela. So like, like thank you. Like, cause Michaela got a smoker's voice like no other. She like, so like, I fuck with it and like, they give each other a hug. I could have sworn she kissed Joyce Tata. I said, oh, and oh, look at y'all. Look at her. Okay. I said, I know you lying. Now, Michaela, you just gave Cashy more material. That is crazy. Okay. Do I think Joyce should give Michaela a chance? I feel like she should. Like, you never know. And the way that Michaela was fighting for her the whole season, I don't see nobody riding behind you like that, Joyce. Cause I for sure as hell wouldn't. She was damn near fighting the whole cast. So it's like you're not gonna find another person that may be able to do that for you. So you might want to like lock in possibly because at least she's a writer. You feel me? Like she's just like she's not gonna switch up on you. So I feel like Joyce should give it a chance. and just see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like they could really end up being a power duo and end up going on the hookup part. So most of the girls end up going to like a cult store. Which Joyce, you over here fighting Swayana and these girls. You need to be fighting Akasha because she is damn near taking your job. Akasha hosts for season 2. Sorry, like Joyce, you worried about the wrong thing. You get your kitty cat licked. You know, you fighting these other girls, and Akasha is running the show like Big Mama. So it's like, do you really their experiences and stuff growing up? Now, one thing Jaylani said that bothered me that I didn't like, she said that she would not be bothered if somebody walks up to her and say, "Oh, you are a beautiful trans woman." See, I don't like that. Let me tell you why. Why do you have to say the trans woman part? You can say you are, oh my God, you're beautiful. Boom. Why you gotta like, you feel me, like clock the person's tea publicly? Because my whole thing is this: you never know what environment somebody is in and the people around them are thinking or may do, especially in the world we live in nowadays. So it's like that's like walking up to somebody like, "Oh, you beautiful, you funny, you a funny ass gay guy." Like, why you gotta say that? Just say you funny. Bye. Like, we're all human at the end of the day. So it's like, why when you talking to somebody, you gotta specify the person or what they are, especially if it doesn't matter in the context. So I didn't agree with that. I'm sorry. Like, it's not like, you feel me, like somebody walking up to you and saying that, that to me would be a little bit unnecessary. You could have just said, "Oh, you're beautiful." You don't even have to say she's a woman. Just say you're beautiful. Oh my God. Cause I've just been in environments before. I've been in environments to where like I've clocked a person's tea, whether they've been a tea girl, a bush queen, whatever. But I'm not going, depending on their environment, I'm not going to start saying or talking certain ways because I don't want to make it uncomfortable for them. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be a little bit more aware nowadays and don't just be ignorant with the bullshit. That's how I feel. That scene was really, really beautiful. Like each of them gave their selves like an advice to their younger self, telling themselves what they would say to their younger self as they were growing up. Jaylani basically said she would tell her older self, her younger self, to start early. Pookie was basically saying that she would tell her younger self, stop hanging around certain people. Bitch, I said, oh, bitch, you preaching to the choir. I feel like anybody that's grown would tell their younger self, stop hanging around people instead of yourself, especially if you are in the community. Okay, that is the numero advice that I would give to any baby gay or any baby a person that's questioning themselves, whatever it is. Stay to yourself, babe, because they don't like you like that. Okay. Now, they kind of ended off with a hug. Akasha at one point started to get like emotional and stuff. Mind you, not all the girls were in the scene. It was only about like, I think like 5 or 6 of them, and then the other girls were at the selfie museum. So they kind of separated it, I guess, so they don't be touching these people's businesses. So Kenzie ends up having a conversation with Akasha. Akasha's basically telling her like, "Hey, don't be trying to hide and run after you did what you did to JB's, because she has every right to get you," which I do agree. Now, Joyce, so Kenzie is playing by the South Central rules. That is her mama. They live in LA, and if she goes back home and be in these LA streets, some people may get her because she did not have Mama Savannah's back. Okay. So I didn't even know they were like even tight like that until I started watching this show. So to find all that out was kind of shocking to me because I thought that was like more so like Liddy friend more than anything. But she basically was saying that's the reason why she's gonna keep. That's the reason why she got JB. She doesn't regret it. She feels like if she didn't do it, she would have ended up getting embarrassed and stuff in the streets. So that's why she did what she did. Now we end up seeing Joyce end up having a conversation with JB's and then YGG or YG. You should have held a grudge. You forgave Joyce a little too easy. Okay, she don't respect you the way that she did you like that and low-key almost sat on you. That lady do not respect you. Okay. So you should have held a little bit more of a grudge the way that she sat on you like that. Cause I didn't even appreciate it. And I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like she literally sat on you. So I would have held a grudge, but I held grudges. I hold grudges, so who the fuck am I to say it? So they end up piecing it out, whatever, hugging it out. Joyce kind of chalked it up to some of it kind of being like some sort of like a misunderstanding, really. But it was really, to me, I feel like she was searching for a storyline. So the girls end up all meeting up in one spot and they're all talking outside. And Swayana and Joyce start confronting each other. Let me tell y'all, the reason why Joyce don't like Swayana is because they look very similar. Okay. Joyce didn't know if the audience was gonna really fuck with Swayana like that because they look very similar. And she would have been her doppelganger and end up taking her spot. Meanwhile, Akasha is the one really taking your spot. Just saying. So I feel like that's the real reason she don't really like her. I don't feel like it has a whole lot to do with the London thing. I feel like it maybe has a little bit to do with it, but I feel like most of the reason why is because y'all look very similar, and she didn't want nobody taking her position. That's what it is. Her and Pookie end up making up, which I was very shocked. Not gonna lie, when both of them got up to hug each other, I said, "Oh, she about to speak. She about to speak. She about bow." She didn't do that. I was kind of my evil ass was wishing somebody would have got her. I'm like, get her. No, the only reason why I do not hate Joyce, y'all. Please don't think I hate Joyce. I don't. But I just feel like for the stuff that she said this season, for her to get got, it would not be a bad thing because she does say some crazy stuff to the girl. So it's like it would only make sense. But they end up piecing it out. And Joyce even gave her a compliment. She was telling her, like, she thinks that she looks really nice. She dresses nice or whatever. So, they end up piecing it out that way, which was pretty nice for the most part. Since they've been fighting this whole season, to see them all kind of getting along was at least, somewhat of peace. And y'all, I recap the episode as I go. No shade. So that's why y'all be seeing the screen stuff pop up. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? One thing about me, I know what the fuck I be talking about. Joyce literally says in this episode, I'm eliminating you, Swayana, because there's only room for a bitch that look like me. I told y'all that. Joyce did not want another light girl that's thick that look like her on the show. Duh. I'm telling y'all, I watched the episode as I'm going and talking. So, like, literally, I did not see until she said it until I just seen that scene. So Joyce ends up like talking shit towards Kenzie. She like, oh, why you ducking, JV's taco? Like, what's up? Okay. And then Kenzie and London apparently end up going home. Okay. Now, this is like the second to last day, I think. Because Isaiah, I remember he was like, there's one more day left. So she ends up, both of them end up getting the fuck. London's not really a fighter because I've watched her on Gemini films. So, she's really more of a talker. So that really didn't surprise me. But Kenzie, you leave it like that. Not OG the prettiest. Not Miss Bitch. Not OG leaving the scenery. Wow. That was a shocker to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, oh my God. Not Kenzie leaving her own platform, her own network. She don't play about that now. That's TV. Wow. She ends up leaving, and Joyce says it's time for eliminations. She lines all the girls up. She like, so yeah, like one of you bitches gonna go home. The way JB's reacted when I tell y'all I screamed for 2 minutes straight. She said, okay, that shit had me cracking the fuck up because that was out of nowhere. That's the shit I do. This was one of the most unfair stuff I done seen on Now That's TV. And we done see some unfair ass shit. This is some bullshit. Y'all know I don't be cussing on my videos like that. But like that was some BS to me. How is it fair that Joyce is the only one that just decide who go home? Like what the fuck? She just fought her. So you can't say she's scary or anything. She did come with looks like JB said. So it's like she didn't look bummy at all throughout the season. Even when she got her wig off and was fighting and stuff, she still did not look as bummy as like a Shayla. No shade to Shayla. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how was it fair that she went home after 2 people quit? That was some bullshit. And I feel like Now That's TV shouldn't allow that to happen. I didn't like it. And Swayana, I would say should have ran up on her. But like y'all really would have thought security would let that happen. Like, let's be real. The way that Joyce been behind security this whole season, security been protecting her, they was not gonna let her get her. Like, let's be real here. She was not gonna get got. So for the people that say, oh, she should have got her, like, no. No. She couldn't have got her. Now that damn JB's, when I tell y'all she read the hell out of Kenzie, What that JB's got is that motherfucking mouth. She also mentions London and how she shouldn't have had to fight some of the girls on it. I will say this. I really do not feel like they should have put Michaela on the show. Like, I don't think it's fair. Because Michaela, do you moan? That's all I'm saying. Cause I seen her somewhere on the damn YouTube talking about how she finna fight Cashy. That tall, big, well, you should not be wanting to get no tall, big nigga like that. So just off of that, they shouldn't have casted you. I don't think that's fair. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad JB's made that point because that's a really, really good point. So London ends up going home. Kenzie ends up going home. They're all popping their ish before they go home. At one point, London ends up taking one of the girls' pictures and starts tearing it up. Security gets on her like a whale. But they hop on her on there trying to take the picture down. I'm like, first of all, y'all doing too much over the picture. It's not like she whooping the bitch ass. Like, I mean, goddamn. So then we see Barbie talking to Jada. Basically, she's mad because she did not get to go on Armand's podcast. And he's a YouTuber, and they did like a podcast with him, which I don't know why they didn't include it on the show. I don't know if he's gonna put it on his platform exclusively. I don't know. But Barbie's pissed because she didn't get invited. I would have been too, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just feel like Barbie has been on the network a lot longer than some of these girls. And for opportunity like that, she should be one of the girls picked. So I feel like she had a right to feel the way that she did. I feel like they be playing with Barbie a little bit too much. Like, they be playing in her face a little bit too much. I will say that. So I feel like she had the right to be pissed. So we see Michaela and some of the other girls kind of tearing up each other pictures. So then Akasha and Jaylani get home and they notice that her picture is tore. So her and Michaela, Jaylani and Michaela get to fighting because of the picture, which it did look like, Michaela took the W, which I'm not surprised because what I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised, right? It even looked like at one point Jelani had like a little knot like on her forehead. But the episode kind of ends there. And then the next week, it looks like maybe like the finale or something like that. But I don't know. Okay. This episode was actually really, really good. It actually was funny as fuck. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode. And we out, y'all.